as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
45-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
5 more yards.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage defensively.
Throwing again. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
And suck up on for the point after.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Watson off play action. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, you feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Texans.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Faking the give, now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Now a play fake. Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Watson on target here to Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
On the play. First down, Houston.
Again, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller. 59 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Brings up second.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now Watson throws another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
To Cameron Brate. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think for this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up third down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start to... Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Of 8 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
On for the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old-school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Devin White on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
off of play action, it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6.